We would define it as a movement that prioritizes the interests and the culture of the nation against what populists argue are corrupt or self-serving elites. All of these parties share one feature, which is they are populist outsiders. That's their appeal. If you want to make a populist outsider even more appealing, you keep reminding everybody of the fact that it's an outsider, right? That it's anti-establishment, it's not like them. The way that you dilute the potency of those parties, especially today when they're not overtly anti-democratic, they're not revolutionary like the fascists, they're not saying let's tear down institutions, is you turn them into an insider, that you bring them into a discussion about the future settlement. So I think over the last 10 years in particular, a lot of European democracies have latched onto convenient explanations for what's going on. The most popular is that this is all about angry old white men. If you said to me populism is protest politics, that's a lot easier to digest than the idea that voters are voting for these parties because they like what they're offering. Or if you said this is all a byproduct of the financial crisis, that's quite easy to deal with because it means, well, we just need to generate more jobs and some economic growth and all of this will go away. So I think the key drivers of populism are fourfold. There are very strong levels of distrust with our political institutions and political parties. There are very strong concerns over deprivation, a relative sense that my group is being left behind relative to others. There are parallel fears over the destruction of national identity, values, and ways of life. And lastly, there is de-alignment, the way in which our political systems are becoming much less organized around tribal loyalties. And that's what we call the 4Ds that really underpin this political disruption. Number one, we need to make our political institutions more representative of all groups in society, not just university graduates and not just social liberals. We also need to get in conservatives, non-graduates and workers. We also need to tackle inequality in a much more aggressive, assertive way because it is increasing across most advanced Western democracies. We need to think thirdly about how we can slow the pace of social change while doing a lot more to build integrated, cohesive communities.